Dennis, thank you very much for being here today. We're just having a session on artificial intelligence, and there are a lot of things being said about artificial intelligence, but not so much linked to real estate. So this conversation is going to be probably very interesting, what we can bring to the table. But before we start with the questions, can you tell us a little bit more about Gaia Global Technologies?
Yeah, thank you for having me, by the way.
Pleasure.
Gaia Global Technologies started about 20 years ago. They're a service-oriented company. From a technology standpoint, we look at solutioning from architecture for a lot of different verticals, right? Whether they're real estate, industrial, energy, oil and gas. So we provide services around the life cycle of a project. So if you're looking at from land development to construction to operations for maintenance, so even supply chain on the manufacturing side. So
Wow.
we handle not only on the technology you're talking about AI, but a lot of different technology on how to efficiently manage projects with this global industry.
Interesting. And I know you guys are expanding to Latin America now in the second half of 2025.
Yes.
Can you give us more details about that?
Yeah. So, Guide Global is global in nature. So we are in EMEA. We have a lot of projects in Saudi Arabia, Dubai, Latin America. We started this about 3 years ago, right? And we kind of looked at the growth of the market in Latin, and there was a lot of need for technology advancement and looking at the digital roadmap. There's a lot of companies today, especially in the REITs, right? Like in Mexico, all the fibras, just now looking at advancing technology, not just AI, right, into their platform. So it's exciting time of the year in 2025. And we just started attending a lot of these clubs, like Greek Club, last December, and then we attend the Ami Fibra events, which is only for Mexico. But we're finding out that there's a earnest need and hunger for technology within a lot of these companies.
And how do you see artificial intelligence impacting the real estate sector, especially in the region?
AI is a little bit different from a technology standpoint than what we do, and in fact, we're doing a session today on that. But AI in the real estate market is a little bit different because it could look at trends, market analysis, and a lot of the decision that corporations make that has to derive on a lot of the reports. Today, AI could consolidate a lot of that information and give them the up to minute information on decision making capability that used to be a long drawn out process, right? So technology is just growing. It's doing so many things. I mean, even kind of digressing a little bit, AI could even go into your Google email today and sort out all your emails, answer your emails automatically. So
A lot
yeah,
of change.
a lot of changes. Yes.
Which sectors are showing more interest in tech solutions that you can provide at the moment?
Yeah. So you guys were mentioning today about both private and public sectors, right? The adoption of technology is more relevant today from an AI standpoint on private sectors. That's what I am seeing. But what we are seeing is not a lot of energy companies or industrial, but real estate companies are really adopting this technology today. So a lot of our clients from a technology standpoint is around real estate.
And two topics are very important for many organizations: sustainability and energy efficiency.
Yes.
Um, what can you tell us about that and your technologies?
So from a technology standpoint, what I'm seeing today, not too much in Latin America, and that's one of the things that we're trying to understand. If you take a lot of advancing countries in the world like Singapore and Dubai, Abu Dhabi, the technology adoption is very high in those areas. So sustainability and efficiency, for example, let's say that I build a mall, right? You could have applications that are running the project controls of the construction of the mall, the leasing of the mall, and looking at all the other aspects of the operations of the mall. But when we're talking about sustainability and efficiency, now technology comes into the picture, right? Not only AI, but imagine when have a mall, efficiency around lighting, air conditioning, traffic control, right? These are technologies today with IoTs, Internet of Things, that are tied in with AI, where they could look at every aspect of the operations within a mall. So lighting control, for example, where do I start turning off the lights, turning on the lights based on traffic? Air conditioning, turning off, turning on. You don't have to have the entire mall, right?
Mhm.
Where you have 65 degrees of air conditioning running 24 hours when you don't have any kind of traffic, right? So that kind of adoption, I'm not seeing too much in Latin America. We're talking to a lot of clients. I think they're in the cusp of understanding even on the AI aspect of things and slowly adopting to that. But if you're talking about these mega projects that are happening in Dubai and Singapore, they're already there,
Mhm.
right? That adoption is already there. So it'll be interesting to see how technology goes, including AI in Latin America. I don't know like what it's like in Brazil. Maybe it's a little bit different there, but I've been working with Central America
Mhm.
and parts of Mexico.
Same challenge.
But it's a little bit of a challenge trying to explain to the C levels, with management about what AI could do for them.
Mhm.
I think the technology is still a little bit premature for them, far as understanding the full capability. But hopefully 2025 and 2026 will get there.
Now, just a final question out of curiosity. I met a senior member of your team in Madrid a month ago. I know they also went to Portugal. We are here today in New York with 400 players from Latin
Yes.
America. For those that don't know the GRI, how do you make the most of this network? How can one benefit from being here? What are you doing here, and what do you expect to take away from the event?
That's a really good question. Being involved with you guys, this is my first GRA event, but our account executive has already been into a number of these events. We have an opportunity to meet a lot of owners, clients, developer, contractors that are in the space, right?
Mm.
Whether they're in real estate or other parts of the industry. But it's an opportunity for us to introduce technology and what they could do. I mean, you asked about sustainability and efficiency, how they could efficiently manage their projects, right? Whether it's on the development side or the construction side,
Mhm.
or even operating their real estate, right? So it's an opportunity for us to meet the clients. It's an opportunity for us to bring other clients to your club that we have, and it's an opportunity to have the synergy between technology companies like us and the clients that you have, to introduce them to what we're doing globally. Because I'm boots on the ground. I go to the Middle East almost every month, right?
Right.
And solving a lot of these issues regarding technology and how to incorporate technologies, building their digital roadmap into how they could efficiently use a lot of the applications today that are being offered to them, right? So I think you guys are an important factor in there, because we cannot do it alone. We cannot reach out to
Saving
the
time.
clientele. Oh, it's saving us a lot of time. So
Very good.
sponsoring these events, we would love to do this continuously. I know my CEO is here today doing a panel discussion on AI, but we want to get the word out, right? It benefits us
Mhm.
from a technology company to meet clients, but it also benefits you
Yeah,
guys.
it's a win-win. Perfect.
Win-win situation.
Dennis, thank you very much. Pleasure speaking.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you very much.
you.